Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most essential topic in Linux, that is process management. Whether you are a beginner or brushing up for interviews or certifications like RHCSA or LFCS, this session will help you understand what processes are, how to monitor and manage them, and most importantly, hands-on commands that you will use daily. So let's get started. First, what exactly the process is? A process is simply a program in execution. Every time you run a command like ls, this will be considered as a process in the background. If suppose I'm executing any kind of application like Firefox, other applications I'm executing, that will be considered as a process, which is consuming my compute resources. So each process have a particular metadata. So how would I see that process that is running on my terminal right now? So on my terminal, if I will execute ps command, this is the command to see the processes that are running on your terminal. I will execute it. I will get an output that is your process ID, from which terminal it has been executed, the process are running, what command it is running in the background, and the CPU time consumption, how much CPU time it consumes. So if I will open a duplicate tab here, I will log in as a root user on another tab. So if I will execute here ps command, again I will get the most probably the same details, right? But with the different process ID. If you see here 2479 is the process ID, here the process ID is 2420. In the background, what exactly the scenario happens? If I will execute pstree command, I want to see the structure in the tree format and will execute -p option with the process IDs. You will see here, I am accessing that system, this particular server A or the server 1, I'm trying to access with the SSH. So here is the SSHD service is running. According to that, there are two different bash shells has been running. One is 2420 as per the process ID. You can see that 2420. In that bash, there is a like pstree command I executed. I told you whatever the commands you're executing, that will be considered as a process. So again, there is one bash. It is like bash 2479. That is also the part of the SSH. So here is 2479. So you can see that the bash process is running right now, right? So I'm trying to access the same, I'm accessing the same server, but I have opened two different terminals, and two different terminals have its own individual bash shell. So we are getting their process ID as well. So if you see the parent process ID for these particular processes, you will be able to see that it is 2418. We can validate by executing echo command with $ppid. So here you can see that 2418, exactly the same. Again, if I will try to access the process ID of the bash with the process 2479, the process ID I'm expecting that it should be 2478. So let's verify that with the echo command $ppid. So here you can see that 2478. This is the same one, 2478. So there are lots of details associated with a particular process. Now, if I want to see ps with the ps command A, I will execute A. That means it will gather all the processes that are running on the different terminals. So here I'm seeing the TT1, TTY1, PTS, PTS0, PTS1 again, right? So these are the different terminals that has been running right now. From the terminal, whatever the processes are running, it is going to show me. But I want to see what exactly the background processes are running. So for this, I will execute ps a and x. Right? If I will execute that, it will show me all the background processes. Those processes which don't have any terminal, like they're running in the background, you will be able to see it as a question mark here. So each process have a process ID from which terminal it is executed. If it is question mark, that means the process is running in the background. The status, the state of that particular application. Currently it is in sleeping state, or it is in idle state, or it is in running state. In the running state, it will show you that R option, it is in the running state. If it is in zombie state, that it will show you Z. terminated process, that also you will get it here in the stat section. Time is the CPU time consumption, it is showing us, and the command that actually the command is running in the background. But it is still, I want the information about the CPU utilization, memory utilization, and other information. Then you will execute psaux. It will give you more metadata of that particular process. So here, if I will execute the psaux, I'm getting all these details. Let me scroll a little bit up here. It is giving me the username, process ID, the CPU utilization, the memory utilization, the virtualized memory use cases, the residence memory, the TTY, start, at what time it gets started, CPU time, and the command. So wide variety of information we are getting with the PAUX. But still I'm not aware like which is the parent process, which is the child process. If you want to see the structure like that, I will execute with F. So I should not use head. Now I can see that. So here, this is the parent process. Under that, these are the child process they are running. Again, if you see that SSH1, in the SSH, there is SSHD, PTS0. Under that, there is one particular process is running. So here, with the PS space AUXF, I will get the tree structure and the additional details of your username, which user has executed that particular process, what is the process ID, memory utilization, CPU utilization, and the rest of the information I will get it. Okay, that's good. So like suppose what we can do, we can run a process in the foreground and in the background. So foreground means like suppose I want to execute a process here, like with the sleep command, I will execute like 30 seconds. Here you can see that for the 30 second, I will not be able to execute any kind of command here, right? Because it is like foreground process. So how we can validate that it is a foreground process, I will execute PSA. So here you can see the plus symbol, that means it is a foreground process, right? If the process will be running in the background, it will not show that plus symbol. Okay, let's see, let it be completed, or we can cancel it by Control C. So again, if I will execute PSA, you can see that the process I'm not able to see now. But you don't want like the process should consume the terminal. So what you can do, you can execute that process in the background by applying ampersand. So here the process is running in the background. So if you want to verify that, PSA again. So you can see that I'm not able to see that plus symbol. That means that process is running in the background. No doubt it is executed from the PTS0, the process 1. Okay, suppose if you want to kill a particular process here, yes, you don't want to use it. You don't want that process should consume your compute resources. You can kill it, but remember, kill command is not only to kill the process. It also sends multiple signals. If you want to see what signals it can send, there are multiple signals we can send with the kill -L. If you see, these are the different signals we can send to the process. So sorry about that. We are not able to delete or kill that process. It is automatically killed. So what I am going to do, I am going to run a process with 30,000. And now we can verify PSA. And here you can see that this process is currently in the process table. So what we want to do, we want to kill it. We can simply kill and we'll mention the process ID and we can kill that. Now if I will execute PS-A, you can see that it is terminated. Now it is removed from the process table, right? Now you can see that the process is not existing. So apart from kill, you can use pkill command, or there is one more kill all command is there. You can use any of that. They have their own additional features, additional options are there that you can apply to kill or send any kind of signals to a particular process. That's all for the day. We'll connect in the next video with more information related to Linux commands. Thank you, everyone.